Stonier's got a proud history as one of the original wineries of the region back in the 70s. So back then, that was the beginning of Chardonnay, cool climate Chardonnay in Australia in the 70s. So Stonier was at the forefront of that. It's always evolved over time and really got that focus on Chardonnay and Pinot, and I suppose we respect everything that's gone before us and we just try and evolve it.
The peninsula is, there's quite a lot of microclimates. We're a cool climate. Most of the year we'll run around in jackets like I'm wearing now. Because of the nature of the geography of the Mornington Peninsula, there's quite a lot of undulating valleys, and it sets up a situation where you've got a lot of vineyards planted on different aspects. Here at Stonier we source from 30 different vineyards, and we're picking the two varieties from one region, and we're spanning about 8 weeks in picking.
We hand pick our fruit, so that way we've got time to make the decisions we want. So the fruit arrives at the winery intact, and then we can cool it down, make sure we preserve all the flavour in it. You want to get the colour out of the skins, so we separate the stems and put it in we've got lots of little fermenters that we manually look after.
We don't overwork our Pinots, so we do a lot of pumping over. And again, they'll probably usually start with an indigenous yeast, and then we may, depending on the year and the ferment, overseed. But again, really gentle. We're probably only plunging once a day, and that's only when the ferments are sort of in their peak, when the cap has actually risen. We like keeping whole berries with Pinot, that little bit of carbonic maceration that gives a brightness of fruit that we really like, and particularly on the peninsula. It's a lot of making Pinot down here is really just capturing that Pinot freshness and vibrancy, that perfume. One of the things we really like doing is we've got really enthusiastic young people that want to learn the whole range of, from vineyard through to winery. So we're getting into a nice situation where we've got guys working out in the vineyards that will swoop in and help us out over the vintage time. And that understanding of the vineyard is a really crucial thing. I mean, essentially that's where it's all coming from.
Stylistically, I suppose we don't try and we're not trying to make a wine made by the winemaker. It's we're just trying to, sounds very cliche, but nurture the fruit we've got. We're very conscious of not putting too much oak into the wines. We want that lovely fresh fruit that we get down here.
We like to see red fruits, so cherry, raspberry. But in that we like some, I guess, to offset that a little bit with some fennel, some bright ripe herb.
It's got a lovely tannin structure through it, so we're always we want to promote the more delicate flavours in the vineyard. Obviously, it'd be great if you drank Stonier all the time, but it'd be nice to think we're in your repertoire of different regions to try.